Homages. Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Dhammam Saranam Gacchami.
Dhammam Saranam Gacchami.
Sangham Saranam Gacchami.
Sangham Saranam
Namalas.
Good morning. Welcome everyone to Reno Buddhist Center. We're happy to see you all this morning. The seasons have made a shift. Some of you were caught out with your shorts. It's not snowing yet, so you still have time. Thank you very much to anyone who's visiting RBC for the first time. You're welcome here. And thank you for those at home who are tuning in to connect with us. We will begin with our Shoshinge chant and incense offering. For those who are new to the temple, the Shoshinge is chanted from this book, which is in the seat back pocket in front of you. We chant from right to left in vertical columns. So the book is like this, and we chant here, and then here, and then here, and then here like that. If you go this way, it makes no sense at all. The most important thing is to feel the positive energy generated by all of us chanting together. That's what's important. Chanting is a core practice in our tradition. Shinran Shonin, our founder, the gentle person with the white tassels, big picture over there, it's not actually a picture of him. That's a picture of a statue of him that was carved 10 years ago. The Shoshinge compresses his experiences and insights of practicing Pure Land Buddhism into one pleasant poem. He is certainly here with us today. In it, we realize the principles that guide our lives. Shinran wanted us to know that it's puzzling, but by the nature of optics, if I look down at the paper to read it with my glasses on, I get a different image than if I look up at you. So I lose my place every single time. I will put my glasses there, and I will not have that problem continue. Shinran wanted us to know that our life is more than a simple journey from cradle to grave, that we are part of a long, unbroken, golden thread of life that extends deep, deep into the beginningless past. And we are responsible to continue weaving that thread onward into a limitless future. The incense offering, I should mention, during the Shoshinge chant, everyone is encouraged to offer incense at the Oshoko altar here, or at your home altar if you're home. Incense offering is a cleansing of the mind and body before receiving the Dharma. The burning of incense symbolizes transcending our selfishness or individual particular nature and becoming one with all. So we have two other altars here in the Hondo. One on this side is for the Bodhisattva Kannon, the one who hears the cries of the world, the compassionate one. And you can offer a candle to a loved one who may have passed on or is having some difficulty. And on the other side here, we have the Medicine Buddha altar, which offers an altar that offers healing when you give a little bit of incense there. Okay. Strangely enough, Axe's musical accompaniment is also confusing me, so it's okay. Here on the altar is Amida Buddha, offering boundless compassion to us all. Please offer incense with an open heart and deep gratitude to all your teachers.
Shoshinge Kimyo Muryo Junyorai ナム不可思議公法蔵菩薩に自在世自在お部所都県勝負浄土院国土人伝自然幕根流無常主将願長法慶右大偶勢五公子唯師匠十世名称文字法無法無量無変更無下無体公縁の少女歓喜知恵公不断難死無償公超日が交渉人生一切群上無交渉本願名号少女語死神信行願に因上等学書大涅槃非死滅道願成就如来所意公主世唯世弥陀本願会五辱悪事群上会往生如来両実言の法一年喜愛心不断煩悩特涅槃本性逆法再永入妙主死入海一味聖主信仰上昇後意の水波無明暗頓内心臓死運無上不信じ信心天陰陽に幸福運無運無死下妙無暗逆心謙虚大狂気即を超税後悪臭一切全幕本部人門心如来偶税願仏言古代小芸者税に妙踏んだりけ弥陀部本元年部邪見教魔なく修上信行十字人に難中死な昔インド祭天子論下中華自治一期死こそ現代小公聖書意妙如来本税置き釈迦如来ヨガ戦一種五妙難天軸流樹大事出頭世出の財波有無権先世大乗無情法召喚議事小安楽賢人難行六六信行異行指導楽億年弥陀部本願次年即時入筆上唯の上昇如来語王法大悲偶税音菩薩増論奇妙無下根如来永寿ただ謙信寺高専王朝大聖願こういう本願力栄光異道群上小維心記入功徳大法会筆訳入大永寿主特使蓮華造世会即小信用法小心有本の人間人図入賞自音自王下本自動乱有天使上皇乱小菩薩来三蔵ルシ十上教本性専業気楽法天神菩薩論中下報道因果見世願王言栄光有他力少女死因唯信心惑前本部信心法承知承知即涅槃非死無量光明道小宇宙上開復系同社継承道難所有名浄土活入万全自力変言集円満特語感染症 三不三心慶音言増魔法明道非因一生増悪地偶税思安妖怪称名観全道独名武将意公愛上三女逆惑公明明語権二年介入本願大地会行者小樹金剛心狂気一年総合用意大東逆三人即小小四上楽原神公開一大教返帰安養管理祭先祖出身反戦人法家二道小弁流国中悪人入勝部外薬剤非正集中煩悩証言水不見大非無見上昇が本次元空明仏教連民全幕本部人新宗教書後編集戦弱本願具悪性現来生じ臨伝芸慶地義上位昇し即入弱上無意楽非知信心にの入苦境大事修士と上妻無変極辱悪同族自主愚道心唯過信し高祖聖ナムアミダアンブナムアミダアンブナムアミダアンブナムアミダブナムアミダアムナムミダジョブのこの方は今に自己をへたまえりほしのこうりやぬきわもなはくせのもみょうを照らすなりナムアミダアンブナムアミダアンブナムアミダブナアミダブナムはアミダブナムはアミダブナムはア 아미다부 나무와 아미다부 나무 계단오 고림 기와 모나시 어서 그 가물음 모노와미 이나 음워 하나르토 노베타모 오우 여우도 가쿠니 기묘세요 에코 간니시 구도쿠 묘도 세이사이 노보다이신 오조와 한라고 남만다부 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 And now we will invite the children to go to Dharma school and sing them out with Let the Buddha Walk with You, led by Will and Aaron. Let the Buddha walk with you. Let the Buddha walk with you. Let the Buddha walk, just walk. Let the Buddha walk with you. Let the Buddha walk with you. Let the Buddha walk with you. Let the Buddha walk, just walk. Let the Buddha walk with you. Let the Buddha walk with you. Yes.
Carefully leaving my eyeglasses at my seat, so as I find where I am on the page. Today's reading is with regard to a chant we do, the Homage to the Great Mother. It is a translation of a Tibetan chant. It is at once an homage to all mothers, but more important, an homage to the virtues that give birth to all Buddhas. The Paramitas are the great mother of all Buddhas. When visualized as a mother, the Paramitas have 6 faces or aspects that bring forth Buddhahood. All spiritual pathways are two-way streets. We give homage and we receive grace from the universe around us. Here is the translation. Homage to the Great Mother. I invoke the Great Mother. I unify with the white Om at her forehead. I invoke the Great Mother. I unify with the red Ah at her throat. I invoke the Great Mother. I unify with the blue Hung at her heart. I ask for blessings and receive from the white Om at her forehead. I ask for blessings and receive from the red Ah at her throat. I ask for blessings and receive from the blue Hung at her heart. Let your great non-dual wisdom descend, enlightened qualities of body, speech, and mind. Great Mother, please be the means for us receiving transmission and enlightened qualities. I explode the envisionment into wisdom space. We will now have a few moments to meditate on that, accompanied by soft music.
Who has an order of service that they can tell me what happens next?
I do not.
Please, please. Chanting. Hi.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh. In the absence of such a memo, I don't.
We didn't give each other the order of service this morning, so.
No.
Let's chant. Homage to the Great Mother. It's written in your orders of service. Homage to the Great Mother. Om Machig Mala Sowadeb. Machig Mala Sowadeb. Hum Machig Mala Sowadeb. Karpo Om Gi Jingi Lo. Marpo Wa Yi Jingi Lo. Yang Po Hum Gi Jingi Lo. Kusung Tugi Jin Chen Po. Mayam Chen Go Pang To Par Shok. Pei Pet Pei Yom Machig Mala Sowadeb. Machig Mala Sowadeb. Hum Machig Mala Sowadeb. Karpo Om Gi Jingi Lo. Marpo Wa Yi Jingi Lo. Yang Po Hum Gi Jingi Lo. Kusung Tugi Jin Chen Po. Mayam Chen Go Pang To Par Shok. Pei Pet Pei Yom Machig Mala Sowadeb. Machig Mala Sowadeb. Hum Machig Mala Sowadeb. Karpo Om Gi Jingi Lo. Marpo Wa Yi Jingi Lo. Yang Po Hum Gi Jingi Lo. Kusung Tugi Jin Chen Po. Mayam Chen Go Pang To Par Shok. Pei Pet Pei. Now we will have some peaceful meditation accompanied by soft music as we contemplate exploding these qualities into wisdom space. and good morning once again. Lovely to see you all. And I will bring up the Dharma talk. There. Well, today we are celebrating Ohigan. And so we're very happy to have you here for that. We'll explain what that means. Welcome to Reno Buddhist Center. This is how Dr. Matsunaga always used to start his Dharma talks. He had so much energy and excitement. He always just was on the edge of his seat, kind of laughing. And he's just a happy, wonderful person. When he talked about the Dharma, he would just jump with joy. So we all miss him, and in so many ways, he is still here with us. In fact, every time I hear the roof creak, I think it's Dr. Matsunaga. So he welcomed new people and old friends with this same loving kindness energy, encouraging us all toward the other shore, beyond this troubled world of separation and competition. The other shore is enlightenment, the joyful life of the Buddha, the joyful life the Buddha wants to share with us all. Today, we celebrate Ohigan. It is the special equinox day where day and night are equal. Twice a year, we celebrate this. For Buddhists, it is the balanced middle day that reminds us of the middle way. Ohigan is Japanese for other shore. In Sanskrit, we say paramita. Some of you may have heard of the 6 paramitas, the perfections of an enlightened mind. It turns out that these virtues give birth to a Buddha. Today I will talk about the 6 paramitas, the mother of all Buddhas. We shared homage to the Great Mother after the reading. A long time ago in Tibet, they found that the best way to see something clearly is to give it a name and treat it like a dear friend. That is how important the qualities of the 6 paramitas are called the Great Mother. With your indulgence, we can look at it this way. She has 6 faces that we will talk about today. You might not know it, but each of you here has already been blessed by this Great Mother. You experience this as choosing to come to our Sunday service. You have made a choice to fine-tuning your life. Coming to the temple is a conscious choice to get involved in how your life unfolds in a profound level. This is a blessing that comes from the Great Mother herself. Now, you may say you come to the temple because you like the people. Sure, yes. Or you may say that you're here because the incense offering is a wonderful, peaceful respite in a hectic life. You might even say that the treats are good at tea time. So you come. But deep down, there is an intention to deal with. Make your way through or confront some stuff in your life, or you wouldn't be here. That is great. It is courageous. It is exceptional. Wow. Wonderful. A room full of spiritual superstars. It is sincerely heartening that you are here. Within that impulse is the seed of transformation. The Mani jewel, the Buddha nature inside you. Participating here releases vast amounts of spiritual energy. Your intentions, they are other shore reaching. And they contain in them the Great Mother, the mother of all Buddhas, the 6 paramitas. So what are these paramitas I am talking about? It is a slightly foreign word for most of us. Paramita, it translates as the other shore. We enter that to reach enlightenment, to cross over to the other shore from this place of unending suffering called samsara into the land of awakened beings, an eternal, joyful, selfless, and pure land. We follow the great natural way of the Buddha. So the 6 paramitas, there's generosity, discipline, effort, patience, quietude, and wisdom. They are all important. The very mother of all Buddhas. Each has an ordinary aspect and a very grand aspect. Please understand, each of these is imbued with greatness, and they all call forth the greatness in each of us. They give birth to greatness in the Mahabodhisattvas before us. The compassion to vow to postpone our own awakening, to support and guide the awakening of others. When we think about it in this way, the paramitas are not just great words in a list from 2,600 years ago. They call forth our clear intentions. They are very meaningful today. They are essential today. But here we are, ordinary beings wanting to live non-ordinary lives of service. To be of real service, we need to wake up from the half-sleep that plagues us in everyday life, a sleepy grog that keeps us from living an extraordinary life. The samsara sleep the Buddha awoke from 2,600 years ago. What gave birth to this extraordinary person? It was the great mother of all Buddhas, the paramitas: generosity, discipline, effort, patience, quietude, and wisdom. Let's start with generosity. That's the very first one. Its Sanskrit name is dana. Dana paramita. It's the great virtue of giving. Not ordinary giving, giving that leads to the other shore. A kind of giving that moves us closer to our own awakening. Not just the giving that temporarily satisfies a need. To practice dana, paramita, means you have found a way to give of yourself most completely. In every gesture and action, pure giving. Gifts that help eliminate suffering for every being you meet. Actions that help them toward awakening. In service of generosity, what do we have to give away? What about giving away our ego? We can stop filling up the shopping cart of I, me, my. I, me, my's fixation on self. It thinks it is somehow more important than basically everything else. When we practice deep generosity, giving that leads to the other shore, we experience this letting go of a solid idea of a me that gives a thing and a you that needs something. With ordinary giving, there's someone in need, and we have something and we give it to them. That is nice. When there is giving that leads to the other shore, giving arises with no giver and no receiver. There isn't even a gift. There's just what is called for. When separation falls away, all the paramitas are this way. Dana paramita is fundamentally different from ordinary giving. With ordinary giving, you get to do the giving. With giving that leads to the other shore, there's little separation. Not, oh, she needs something from me, and so I'm going to give it to her, and the emotional subtext of, and doesn't that make me feel great? That stuff all falls away. The dollar leaves your hand and simply is passed on without residue of reaction left behind. You just keep moving in life without fixating on I, me, my, that needed something. No questions arise after the fact like, oh, I shouldn't really have given $5. I should have probably given 10. Or more often, we think, well, actually, I kind of needed that 10 to fill my tank. Maybe I should have given 5. All that static dissipates. The judging dissolves into just what was called for. In giving that leads to the other shore. Such an act of giving gives away yourself. The shoulds we endlessly drown in are gone. With giving that leads to the other shore, we are simply present with each situation as it arises, and the appropriate response arises within that moment. No mental discussion follows. The comparing falls away. This is how paramitas take us beyond ordinary mind of judgment to just giving. This sounds like effortless giving, but really it is selfless giving. Dana paramita. Sila paramita is another face of the mother of all Buddhas. Sila means morality or discipline, really just proper conduct of body, speech, and mind. To live a disciplined life, we refrain from negative actions. We do positive actions and we offer compassionate service to other beings. Refraining from negative actions mean avoiding actions that hurt others only to serve the self. Things like killing, stealing, indulging in intoxicating sensuality, lying, slanderous harsh speech, gossip, wanting what others have, wishing ill on others, and misguided or upside down beliefs. All these have self at their foundation. To make these not happen, we cultivate positive actions and develop virtuous qualities, devaluing I, me, my. Fundamentally valuing life's many aspects can be practiced all the time with every interaction. Discipline leads to the other shore. Every situation offers us the opportunity to find the worth in every one. It is a bodhisattva practice worthy of stalwart effort. With sila paramita, we can see everything as an opportunity to benefit living beings, giving rise to awakening in us. The Great Mother's energetic face, virya. That sounds like effort, doesn't it? Virya paramita. It sounds vital and virulent. Virya. Reverend Matthew talked about this last time on the Eightfold Path. It means just right effort. We bring our effort at first in the ordinary mind. We get caught up in that too. Our self says, wow, look at me, I'm doing so well. I'm really a good practicer. I read this book and I went to the temple and I put all this good effort, which makes me, of course, in the ordinary mind's judgment, a slightly better person than most other people. The comparing comes up again. And two, sometimes we might say to ourselves, oh, I might not be making enough effort. I should try harder. People in the world are really struggling. I have so many advantages. More disruption and distortion from I, me, my. The effort that leads to the other shore continuously brings you the energy to meet each moment of as it isness. From vast shores of bodhisattva energy, you can rise to what is called for. If the situation calls for you to leave town and be on a plane to Arkansas to help relatives, then that is what you will do. If the situation calls for you to volunteer to be a guest moon rabbit chef, then that is what you will do. Without the feeling of a you that questions if it's too much, without judging what credit you'll get for that effort. We wade into the stream of effort that transcends everydayness and leads to the other shore. Meeting the moment energized and aware, being fully present for whatever it is you do. No nagging inner dialogue, chattering away in the tiny corners of the mind. You are free to make the effort and to wade into the stream of being and wade across to the other shore. Amida Buddha is beckoning each of us, come across, come on. His personal support and intimate guidance makes the effort light. You have friends and mentors on the other shore. Go ahead, make the effort that leads to this wonderful other shore. Even with this energy, you do have to have a lot of patience to become a Buddha. As much as we'd like to, bringing yourself fully and vibrantly to life doesn't happen just like that. It can happen, but it doesn't happen until it does. Whenever that is. Up until that moment, everything else requires patience, which I have none of. We can bring ourselves back to calmly abiding over and over again, back to just being present, deeply hearing the call of Amida, feeling that gesture, come on. In everything around us, this is Kshanti Paramita, patience. Kshanti. We know ordinary patience is simple, kind of dull waiting. Most grown-ups are okay with waiting for things to happen, standing in the grocery line because only one lane is open. We just chillax. It doesn't really matter if it takes some time. Everyone else is waiting in line too. That is ordinary patience. Imagine, though, patience leading to the other shore. Dynamic, abiding, ever-present fortitude, forbearance for the long haul. You need it to cross over to the other shore. Similar to virya, or effort, a deep reservoir abiding for a long haul without the urge to act. With effort, we apply ourselves, and with kshanti, or patience, we are at ease with whatever arises or doesn't arise until it does. Somewhere in those rule books grandmothers always used to quote from, it says, just because we apply ourselves doesn't mean things turn out the way we need them to. Haven't we all heard that from our grandmothers? Patience leading to the other shore supports us in being able to be present and available to whatever does turn out. Our expectations and hopes and dreams, all of the preconceptions, are really difficult for us to see beyond when reality presents itself. That may be sooner, it may be later. Kshanti is a stabilizing force that helps us allow the Dharma to take effect, to allow our habit of mind to fundamentally change for the better. With patience, we can hear deeply the light of Amida. Sometimes we really settle in, patiently meditating on light and life. And that brings us to Dhyana Paramita, which is quieting and meditation. In ordinary meditation, we sit in a role meditator, with today's contemplation as the goal. A gold star if we do what we plan, the sit, a walk, or chant. Meditation leading to the other shore is vastly different. Quiet the mind's chatter and open the heart. We bring ourselves with deep openness and understanding, the foundation of all other practices. We hear the light of Amida, an opportunity for spaciousness. We don't get caught up in the idea that this meditation only happens when you're at the temple sitting on a zafu cushion. Every moment we approach with deep hearing and quiet mind. This is how a Buddha reaches the other shore. Like when we sit and chant on Tuesday evenings, we harmonize with the light of the universe. We open to the vibration, energy that leads to the other shore. This is Dhyana Paramita. The last of the paramitas is, as we chant at the beginning of the Heart Sutra, Prajna Paramita, the wisdom that leads to the other shore. Americans value smarts, so we accidentally equate wisdom with intellectual capacity. Ironically, this is not very smart. It is an error. We call them wise who have all the answers. But wisdom that leads to the other shore does not even have answers. Ooh. It does not even have thinking. Huh? No thinking, no ideas, no concepts. Not about giving, not about concepts, not about ethics. No thinking about effort, about patience, or about meditation. This special wisdom embodies these virtues with no conception at all. It just is. This special wisdom isn't even interested in becoming a bodhisattva, because wisdom understands you are already there. Let that sink in for a minute. You are already there. Wisdom that leads to the other shore understands that you, just as you are, is just what you need to be in the moment. When Amida Buddha is there for us, just as we are, the same transcendent wisdom applies. Free of a fixed idea about what needs to happen, Amida's infinite wisdom is supple and adaptive to all situations and to no situation. After going over these 6 great virtues, we might feel a little concerned. How can we actually achieve these virtues in our life? They seem beyond lofty. What is that? Stratospheric? Probably. How do we reach extraordinary life from the ordinary place where we sit? With clear intention. Start where you are. Begin with the practice of the very ordinary, and through the other power of Amida Buddha, we can experience a rebirth in his Buddha field of clarity. And supported by the Great Mother, the 6 paramitas, generosity, discipline, effort, patience, quietude, and wisdom, the mother of all Buddhas. We offer a great wish for all beings to experience this rebirth. To get there, we start here, where we are right now, by coming to the temple. We say to all beings in the 10 directions, may you be happy.
May you be happy.
May you be free from harm.
May you be free from harm.
May you receive boundless compassion.
May you receive boundless compassion.
And may peace and harmony fill your heart.
May peace and harmony fill your heart.
Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Thank you all so very much for being here and sharing in this wisdom path open to all the paramitas to come when they come. Let us now chant our temple song. It's in the Shoshinge book on page 49. I always forget the page number. Page 49. And you may rise as you are able. Away, away, come away with me, where the grass grows wild and the winds blow free. Away, away, come away with me, and I'll build you a home in the meadow. Come, come, there's a wondrous land for the hopeful heart and the willing hand. Come, come, there's a wondrous land where I'll build you a home in the meadow. The stars, oh how bright and far, on a world of pure and eternal law. The stars, oh how bright they'll shine, on the home we will build in the meadow. Come, come, there's a wondrous land for the hopeful heart and the willing hand. Come, come, there's a wondrous land where I'll build you a home in the meadow. Thank you very much. We have tea and treats downstairs that you're all welcome to come and continue talking about the Dharma with our Sangha members. That is a very good thing to do. If you have any questions about the Dharma talk or anything about RBC, you can talk to any of our members or Reverend Matthew and I, and some of those questions may be answered at the newcomer circle that happens like halfway during tea time. So we'll ring a bell and invite you to come back up here to participate in this wonderful circle. And you don't have to be new to participate in that. We just call it that. It's open to everyone. And let's see. We have newcomers, I said newcomers, Dharma Book Group. Dharma Book Group, we are reading a book on the other shore. So if this intrigued you and you want to learn more, that is a very good book group to come to. And we have extra copies of the Other Shore book by Thich Nhat Hanh. So please come to that. And to chanting on Tuesday evenings. Thank you very much. We'll see you.